Hello, hello. Today I'm here with Hilary. Now, Hilary, tell me where do you live?
I live in Eastern Ontario in Canada.
And you've been a member of the Kandoo Gold Training for quite some time. Tell us a little bit about that.
I think it's about 3 years. I actually just checked back to see when I joined, and it was in the spring of 2019. So yeah, it was a few months after I got my young horse. And I'd already decided that I didn't want to send him away to be trained.
Right.
And I can't remember exactly where I came across your program, but I thought this seems like a good fit for me to join so that I have some kind of help, because I really have never trained a young horse before and I didn't know what I was doing. So yeah, so that's why I joined the program primarily. Yeah.
Okay, terrific. And what have you been doing with this young horse? Is that just the one horse you've got, or you've got?
No, I have three. So I have a almost 25-year-old thoroughbred cross that was born at my place, and then he was way too much horse for me. I had no clue what I was doing. He's 17.1, I'm 5'3", it wasn't a good fit. So I sold him, and he had a career as a hunter until he broke down. And the girl who had ridden him gave him back to me. So I've been working with him on and off ever since. I've had him back for like 12, 13 years. So I have him, and then I have the young guy who's a Rocky Mountain. Well, technically he's a Kentucky Mountain, and the difference is that there are fewer restrictions around the breed guidelines. The Kentucky Mountain horse is going to be a bit bigger, but basically it's the same thing. And then I also have a little Pasifino called Galahad that I've had Galahad about 5 years. I got him the year before Doc, the Rocky. So I have the three of them. To Galahad, so the last time you started the gold course,
yeah,
I wanted to follow along with Galahad. So he's been my sort of focus this summer, I guess, in terms of Kandoo. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Great. And so what are you doing then with the Kandoo training in Galahad? What are you up to there?
Okay. So Galahad, I think I've sometimes talked about him in meetings recently. He's a very reactive little guy, and he and I are both very reactive types of personalities. Right. And so maybe not the best fit, But anyway, he'd be a great size for me because he's only 13.3 or something. But we think that he's been overfaced with the training, so that it's like he's done a lot of technical stuff. When I bought him, I saw a video of him dragging tarps around the ring, walking through puddles, but it was all very much do this, do this, do this. And so what he tends to do is, what do you want me to do now? What do you want me to do now? And he's very
anxious.
Yes, anxious. And they said, yeah, he needs a confident rider. And I thought, well, I'm not a confident rider, but I'm relatively confident about my ability to just spend time with them, building a relationship. And he's been here 5 years now. And this winter in particular, when I go down to the gate now, he's often the first one there to see me. And this is a guy who he couldn't be caught when he came here. So I'm thinking, this is wonderful. Yeah. And now we're working on, so what I'm basically doing is starting from the beginning again. You talk about this, I think, often in the training. Sometimes it doesn't matter the age of the horse. Sometimes you need to start from scratch almost. And that's kind of what I'm doing with him. So I started doing give to the bit with him. Yeah. And basically going from there. So now we're doing long lining. I had him down in the round pen, and it was I'm doing the habituation part. So I've been following along the videos, and it's been going quite well. I mean, not bad, but I do the thing with you said to loop the line around his butt before you attach anything to make sure that it's very skipsy down in the round pen. So I brought him back up to the barn. I'm lucky to have a kind of overhang that I've got in front of my barn, which is, I think it's about 40 feet long, 40 foot by 12 is undercover. And it's amazing what you can do in a little tiny space like that. Yeah. So, so I took Galahad up there, and I've been, so the last time I haven't been able to do much for a while, but the last session I had with him, the I had the rope around his butt, and I just asked him to walk a few steps and then stop. And the lesson before that had been loop the rope around the butt and just like stand there. That's all you're going to do. And I'm a huge fan of these 5-minute lessons, not just for the horse, but for me, because then I can go, oh, that worked. This is great. Okay, great. This is great. We're all good. Not push it. Right. So this is, I love this. I just love it. It's really, really good for me, and as well as him. So
I think so. I think for the horse as well. It's funny because we always sort of take things in human terms, don't we? We do a lesson for an hour or something like that, but they just can't focus for that length of time. I think if you can do 10, 15 minutes or something and keep the horse in that engagement zone, you just get along so much faster, and the horse doesn't sort of start to dread training. The horse starts to look forward to training. And I think that's a really nice example of your horse now being the first to be at the gate, when you come down.
I've been so excited this winter. This was not a thing last winter. So and I think all of these things are starting to pay dividends off, and I think he's starting to be a happier guy. He's starting to he's a bit of an opportunist, and he started pushing the other two round a bit, but they have to deal with that, and they will. They will. Yeah, exactly. All we can do is change the things when we're with the horse. So I think the rest of it they sort out themselves. Oh, that's terrific. I don't think we've got to the point where if he sees me with the halter and lead rope that he's going, yay, let's do something. But he's way less evasive, and it's like.
So do you I know I see you sporadically at Zoom meetings and things. Do you watch replays? What do you do? How do you?
I do actually. Since I think I'd emailed you and said I'm not going to be able to attend meetings for a while, because I do like to if I can. Things just got too busy, and it's I think it's since the hour changed. So now the Zoom meetings I think are at, I don't know, they're at about 5 o'clock or something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, it's getting the grandsons off the school bus, feeding the horses, it's just impossible.
Chaos.
But I've been a lot better at keeping up with the replays. So, and I think, I put some comments on some of them, which you answered. So that's great. And I think one of the things I do like about what you do is you're very responsive. So you don't feel that you're throwing an email or or a comment or something down a black hole.
That's good. That's good.
Responding, right?
I think it's really important. I think what we're missing really, these days, there's a lot of information out there. Also, we've been through the information age. If you want information, you go into YouTube, find out how to trail load your horse. You'll get, tens of thousands of results, and you can watch a video. But there's very little community, and I think that we're missing that connection. So that's what I'm hoping Kandoo provides, is that sort of availability of me, so I answer your questions, but also other people in the community, because
it's great. I love listening to hear their experiences. I actually was going to put a post up on the Facebook page for Kim in England. She was worrying about her blanketing and whatnot, and I took a picture of my guys out in the sleet, like they don't care, right? They've got woolly coats, they go out in God knows what weather. And I was going to say, no, look, this is fine. Woolly coats, lots of hay, they're, windbreaks, they're good. So it's lovely to be able to hear other people's experiences. And I think as in South Africa, there's another completely different locale.
Yeah, that's great. That's terrific. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for your time. And
you're welcome.
We'll talk soon. I hope to see you in a Zoom meeting soon.
Yeah, well, hopefully I can get back into something, but we might have to wait until daylight savings ends or whatever it is. We'll have to see. Anyway. The alternative is me staying up to like 4 a.m. So
no, that's crazy. That's crazy. Don't do that. We'll be here when you're ready. Anyway.
Excellent. Good to know.
Right. Thanks. Thanks so much, Hilary.
Okay, bye.
Bye.